Behold!
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
I thought I told...
We just wanted her to...
The real dude?
Huh?
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she...
Miss Dunyarzad, she's...
Her conditions...
I can sense her aura.
Do you believe us now? So, you think...
Yeah, they've always been against us. When...
You... Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right!
The Akasha relies...
A gnosis could...
So, this Nahida, you...
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as...
compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part.
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange... That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis. That doesn't sound... That doesn't sound right.
I get the grants...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
You mean when the desert compiling the entire country's knowledge, you think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows?
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't...
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like...
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler!
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be cash... But we cannot...
Paimon remembers everything.
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night. but we still heard that beep. Why is that? Oh, Paimon.
It's extremely difficult.
If we're the moon?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about...
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if...
You're saying that, although you don't...
That's right. Both mercenaries...
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are talking...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still...
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Forget it. Go and... Whew, it's finally nighttime. Aside from... Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today. Do you think the Samsara has been broken?
Really? Good job on all that progress.
Hey!
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many today? It's even possible.
Okay, no more!
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Huh? Hold on!
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. It's
so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words! Yeah, even though it's happy and lively...
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't...
Paimon's at the Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered.
What I mean, in other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist.
Nahida's talking about confusing...
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new...
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right!
So, what...
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. If all our memories of a...
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival had... But muscle memory can't be...
A brilliant...
Nihita, tell us if we're right.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glowed.
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't...
Right! She did help.
Too slow.
Cry louder! Ah! Ha! Ah!
No, my sword! Yeah. Judgment! Sa! Yeah. Ha!
When will I be able to see Nilu perform again?
The wind rises. Too slow.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also...
Get hurt? Why?
Well, you're still getting used to your...
Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brain...
Don't think too hard about it.
All right then.
Yes,
Then I'd have to disagree.
Oh? What?
If we've actual common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything! It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Relax. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax.
Trust me. Just take my word for it. Trust me. Just take my word for it.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Trust me. Just take my word for it.
Relax.
Trust me. Just take my word for it.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Trust me. Just take my word for it. Trust me. Just take my word for it.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Trust me. Just take my word for it.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
Trust me. Just take my word for it.
Relax.
Trust me. Just take my word for it.
Rebooting.
Trust me. Just take my word for it.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Trust me. Just take my word for it. Trust me.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. Relax.
Just take my word for it.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax.
Trust me. Just take my word for it.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Trust me. Just take my word for it.
Relax.
Just take my word for it.
Error.
Relax.
Trust me. Just take my word for it.
Behold! Quit following me. The wind rises.
This is it.
Huh?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always the force, angle, and entry point of each. It's just as they say.
Is it really impossible? What if they used some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can... Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now? Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm. Paimon can't believe it! How about we go back and ask Nick?
Huh. Behold! Ja-ka!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in...
Leaving the city. As far...
We did? But...
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome... But you two sometimes stay out the...
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still... Neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Our memories are back! About that... Well...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, listen to it and...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing two... It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay,
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
it looks like the Academia already announced the lockdown for... Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. What?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru. Angering me won't get you any.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't know. Huh? Why? Are you going to... But... Oh... Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but... We've always been together. Haven't we? Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible, and please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon thought Paimon would never see you again! You just disappeared! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look!
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear.
Okay. Paimon, can you I see. Using two people's...
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared in an No way! Paimon was watching you!
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you I guess that explains it.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right?
Yep! Now we're talking!
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this...
You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really...
Yep. I'll help you save the messages.
We'll never know until we try. Let's go then. Let's expose the... All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. Okay, see... That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes, although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the message.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the
message. It should have come from the Traveler's...
After the beep, Traveler said, even the final space has also
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
My impression is that each...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
Squall and Fury!
Too slow. Quit following me. Behold! Quit following me. Too slow. Quit following me.
Do you want some alone time to think? All right then, Paimon won't disturb you.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know!
Squall and Fury! Too slow.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay.
We've already experienced this. That doesn't sound right. We've already. Okay. Nahida said the Akasha relied. That doesn't. Okay. Nahida said the Akasha. People in Sumeru. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city. We are all in a dream. It isn't. Those spaces. All the bizarre. The moon. That doesn't sound right. The moon. That doesn't. All the bizarre spaces. That doesn't. We are all in a dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is and those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams. So people in Sumeru do dream after all.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate?
That doesn't sound.
It is the manifestation.
Oh, okay. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the
dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination? People's brains are the most active when they're. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So, in other words, Paimon remembers her saying that the real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the
The beep is a prompt tone for a. That doesn't. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. Those dreamscape. The Grand Sage. That doesn't sound.
You're back! Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero?
Okay. Nahida said we are all in a.
People in Sumeru think they don't. And those spaces.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate? It is the manifest.
Oh, okay. Those dreams. But is stealing
dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most in other words.
So Paimon remembers her saying that the real story is that the sage.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha Those space. my mind. We've already... Those dreamscape, those space, the grand state. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't... My mind feel...
Correct. They're disembodied conscious. No one is any the wiser. People wake up.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is...
Very good.
Okay.
All right, last question.
They say that I'll... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that... That doesn't sound right. Now that I think about it, that doesn't... Now that I think... They say that alchem...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it...
That wasn't hard at all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, it's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't
Yes, though on the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions. You asked me this question before. My answer, now that you know this is all a... Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. That's why I could only give you very subtle... Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no... After we end the Sub-Zero's festivals,
How can the sage...
in the end, I'm just the moon.
A sun and a moon? Oh,
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
Good morning, Nahida. Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already...
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't...
She's actually something like a puppet, but not complete. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her conscience.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Ella's. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zero's festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and there's a Don't be like that, Nahida.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must...
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how...
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change any...
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food. Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we going to find them, though? And even if we did find, after all, like you said, don't wake us.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, as for me, during this time,
out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the...
Yes. I want to try something. Hurry and go.
Oh, she was such a good person. Was such a... Yeah. Saving... But... Paimon's wondering. Do you... Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control. Like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Fairest, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the wholesome Zeru's fest. Let's go ask him some...
Ha! Behold! Quit following me. Squall and fury. Huh.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine.
An experiment? That came out of nowhere.
Could you... make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new
Less questions! More wish!
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but...
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit... She just doesn't seem like herself. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special.
So, you have a...
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy sub... What she didn't realize was that I'm not... Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eye. Oh!
What?
Fucky! Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her.
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This... Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Quit following me. Behold!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. Fine, alright, knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust you. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
That's close enough.
Yeah!
Ha! Ha! Hm. Burn!
The wind rises. Ha! Cha! Ha! Ka! Ha! Cha!
Rain outlines your fate.
Cha! Ha! Ka! Ha! 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 Surge forth.
Following orders.
No, my sword! Judgment!
Where do you think you're going?
Shiver!
Ha! Ha!
Behold! Ah! Ah! Ha! Ah! You dare to gaze upon me?
Judgment! Rain outlines your fate.
Ha! Ha! Your verdict is?
Too slow. Squall and fury.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Didn't you? Oh, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, she said it was because she had forgotten something? Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more. This is the place. It's rude to enter. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside. Should we open it? Wow, Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of it, even though she was also busy preparing for the... She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to now?
Too slow. Behold! Quit following me.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Denyerzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about—
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is—
That was what the real Denyerzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean—
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how— what? Where are we going this time?
Too slow. Quit following me. Squall and fury.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise
How did things turn? Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from—
Traveler?
Traveler? What the hell? Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death. Yes, the Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers, but she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple. That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Denyerzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore, but in Nilu's subconscious they can appear as decorations on the stage! It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Patisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro...
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part his piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage, his wife lying. In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story!
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz festival is almost over, too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzeruz as beautiful as we can.